What? No chit-chat or monologue?
Devil May Cry 5 is an upcoming action hack-and-slash game for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC we are all very excited about. The game is canon to the series, meaning it's part of the timeline that started with the release of Devil May Cry on the PlayStation 2 back in 2001. What can you expect from this latest entry in the famous hack-and-slash series? Let's have a look at 10 things you really need to know about Devil May Cry 5. After a diversion with DMC Devil May Cry, the series is going back to its origins. Devil May Cry 5 is no longer being developed by Ninja Theory. Instead, Capcom has assigned its internal teams to work on the game. This was also the case with the games that were released before the controversial DMC Devil May Cry.
Put a spin on this.
At the helm of the Devil May Cry 5 production stands Hideaki Itsuno, which is one of the godfathers of the series. He was one of the main guys who worked on the amazing Devil May Cry 3. With Capcom taking full control for this new game, expectations are extremely high. Capcom has clarified that this action-packed game is about 3 heroes. Nero and Dante have been revealed already, and it's very likely we will see Virgil back again as well. His existence in Devil May Cry 5 has not been confirmed yet though. Hideaki Itsuno has told in interviews that loose ends will be tied up in Devil May Cry 5, and new character arcs will start in a follow-up to this game. This might mean that one of the characters will die, but that's all speculation.
Perfect timing.
In Devil May Cry 5, humanity's hope rests in the hand of the 3 demon hunters, and each of them offers a radically different playstyle. And if there's one thing that's not lacking in this hack-and-slash game, it's personality and style. Fans of the series are welcomed by familiar sound effects and a very recognizable style of combat. Playing as Nero, you get to combine gun and swordplay in a fluent fashion. Incoming attacks can be dodged, and chaining all these moves together earns you more points to achieve that Triple S ranking. Fluid combat is a signature trademark of the series and something that's very important in this game. At times, combat is interrupted by a short cinematic moment where the enemies are destroyed or thrown away. Thanks to the increased power of modern consoles, destructive environments make the combat look even more awesome. Even though combat will feel familiar, there's also something new here.
Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Devil Breakers are the new mechanic that spice up combat. Devil Breakers are mechanical arms crafted by one of Nero's allies. These mechanical arms grant the Demon Slayer special powers. Capcom has confirmed 8 of those powers, including ones that grab enemies, shock them, or burn them. You can switch your Devil Breakers on the fly as well, opening up all kinds of tactics to take on enemies. The arm can also be used as some sort of hoverboard. They can even be used as an explosive device. This can be manually activated and adds to your combo counter, so you better use this wisely. There's something very crucial about these Devil Breakers because their use is limited. Once you use your special powers, Nero will be fighting with one arm until you find a new Devil Breaker somewhere in the game world. Devil Breakers add some tactical options, because are you going to use them in a fight against goons, or do you wait for bigger enemies? In previous Devil May Cry games, your special powers were always available, ready to be charged. But now you actually need to find these Devil Breakers, which is quite a big change. It's already confirmed that Dante is part of the game as well. He can drive his motorcycle or transform his bike into 2 badass chainsaws. It's safe to say that combat in Devil May Cry will never get boring.
Yeah. Let's go all the way to hell.
Do you remember the end of Devil May Cry 2, when Dante drives his motorcycle into hell? Fans believe this is the same vehicle. He most likely gave control of the business to Nero before he left for hell, and whatever is happening in DMC5 is so massive, Dante has returned to deal with it. You would not expect a lot of on-screen information in this type of game. However, Devil May Cry 5 has a user interface that covers almost every edge of the screen. In the top left, you can see your health bar, which can be replenished by grabbing green orbs. At the same time, the top right shows numbers of collected souls, which serve as a currency inside the game. On the right side, you have your combo meter, which really motivates you to do better and get that triple S ranking, while the bottom right shows which Devil Breaker is currently equipped. At the bottom, you see your enemy's health bar, while the bottom left side is used for tips.
What are demons doing in a city like this? Something to this place?
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
Hey! You have to hit every single bump in the road?
During the game, you're getting help from side characters. One of them is called Nico, a techie girl with an attitude. She drives around in a minivan and provides Nero with all kinds of help, including new Devil Breakers.
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm, to kick demon ass.
Even though she can be present during a fight, it doesn't look like she will be providing any assistance.
Cash first.
Devil May Cry 5 is a lot more cinematic compared to the previous games in the series. The camera moves into close-up during combat, there are moments with slow motion, and of course there are some cinematic moves that make everything look so much more awesome. The game stays true to its roots. Scripting and cinematography are often a bit over the top, even a bit campy.
Trick! Hey, do you do parties?
This action game is filled with ridiculous moments, but these are critical to the DNA of DMC.
We've known each other a long time. Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing gets through!
We know that Devil May Cry is about 3 heroes, and we know for a fact that 2 of them are Nero and Dante. Capcom has already shared a lot of information about Nero, but it only teased a tidbit of Dante during the gameplay review at Gamescom 2018. Expect more information about Dante in the coming months. And then there's a question mark hanging over the 3rd Demon Slayer. It has to be Virgil, right?
Give that to me.
No way. You got your own.
Well, I want yours too.
How will these characters play? Do they also use Devil Breakers as their core fighting mechanics? Probably not. We don't know this yet, but we sure are super hyped about Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 is coming to PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The game will be out on March 8, 2019. It's Capcom's second major release of early 2019, as the gaming company is also releasing the remake of Resident Evil 2 in January, which is another game we're really excited about.